The thing on level 7. Nobody actually knows how big the thing on level 7 is because no one has ever seen its head or its tail. Estimates range from the size of a small moon to an entire planetary orbit, which is a pretty wide range. What we do know is that it lives in the endless ocean at the outer edge of level 7, a body of water that's suspiciously pure, empty, and covered in a permanent fog of what turns out to be microscopic bone dust. And that's because the thing has literally eaten everything there is. The theory is that level 7 used to be full of marine life until this thing showed up and cleared the room, and then, out of sheer starvation, started digesting bones until it ground them down into powder that now hangs permanently in the atmosphere. It's shaped like an eel had a kid with a whale, and it drifts through the water as if there were currents pulling it. Even though level 7 doesn't have currents, it also doesn't react to pain. You can cut it, you can stab it, you can chunk pieces off of it, and it will not flinch, which has led researchers to two possible conclusions. Either it's so ancient and isolated it forgot what pain was, or it's already dead and every movement is being puppeted by the parasites eating it from the inside. The parasites are also, weirdly, edible. The thing's flesh is one of the only reliable food sources on level 7, and eating it raw does absolutely nothing to you except make your breath smell like rotten fish and ammonia for several months. The beast of level 5. The beast of level 5 is what happens when the devil went to finishing school. The beast of level 5 is a chimeric abomination, part human, octopus, death moth, standing about 6'2" with 2 pairs of arms, 1 set of tentacles, and 1 set of human hands tipped with steel claws. The whole thing is wrapped in a fashionable furred black suit that is, if you look closely, actually a pair of enormous moth wings folded up. He also has a dark blue octopus for a head and glowing violet eyes. This thing is the resident god of the Terror Hotel on level 5, where he has reality warping powers. He can bend hallways into loops, drop walls on you like a hydraulic press, or teleport corridors around to trap you, all while camouflaging into any surface. Now, when he wants a specific target, the process is elaborate. He picks a wanderer, cranks up the terror aura until they're dazed into a full mental breakdown, and then, right before they fully lose it, the symptoms vanish and he appears in person, usually in a column of purple flame or something equally theatrical. Then he offers you a deal, your soul in exchange for whatever you want the most. Safety, adventure, pre-MGK Megan Fox, YouTube views, and you get a few years to relish in whatever your choice is before your time runs out and the beast comes to collect. The upside is he is genuinely polite about the whole thing. He speaks Latin and your language interchangeably, seals every deal with a handshake, and always keeps his word. The downside is, if you refuse, he drops the gentleman act, grows to over 4 meters tall, sprouts compound moth eyes, and either sets you on fire, crushes you with the ceiling, or has tentacles rip you apart. Only 14 people in recorded history have ever survived one of his attacks.